and Joshua?
It's the last day of training.
The camera guy was doing something for the boys, I guess.
I want to get it over with and become a bracer already.
As energetic as ever, but I'm afraid energy alone won't be enough to get you through today. You best be ready.
Oh, come on.
Not another word.
Damn.
Everything I teach you goes in one ear and out the other. It's my job to be sure my lessons don't slip through that sieve-like brain of yours.
Whoa, that's quite mean.
Aw, Joshua. Shara's being a bully.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you better stand up for me, brother, or whatever you are in my family.
It's all right, Shara. Estelle may be bad at studying, and she almost never reviews what
He
she
just threw me
teaches.
under the bus!
And yes, she's a soft-hearted busybody who loves taking care of others. But her instincts are good, so she'll learn how to use orbments on the fly without any issues.
Well, I guess I'll just have to pin my hopes on that.
Hey, Joshua. That didn't sound very supportive.
What a terrible thing to say. I listed out all your good points.
Oh, please. By the way, Shara, what did you see in your tarot cards? You certainly didn't seem very happy about it.
Oh, this. I vaguely tried to predict what might happen around me in the near future. I must be a bit rusty, though. I couldn't make out a thing.
Nothing at all?
Oh, does that happen often?
When the meaning is this profound, it becomes harder to interpret. But never mind all that. Time for your last day of training.
Well, let's have a quick review of what you've learned up to now. You're going to work as bracers. It's essential you know at least the basics. And that goes especially for you, Estelle. You better be listening. Yeah. So what do you want to review? Orbments. Yeah, let's see what those are. Orbments are mechanical devices that work by utilizing what we call orbital energy. Okay, this is important. They can produce a variety of different effects depending on what quartz, a process systems you choose to install onto them. Believe it or not, it's been 50 years since orbments was invented. However, nowadays orbments are an integral part of society, so you'll find them in weapons, magic, airships, and countless other everyday items. This wave of technology innovates is commonly referred to as the Orbital Revolution. Bracers, let's see what that's all about. Bracers are combat and investigative professionals who works to keep the peace and protect civilians in their respective region. They aid their community not just by calling monsters and preventing crime, but also by finding lost items or escorting cargo amongst their duties. The Bracers Guild has branches stationed all over the Zemurian continent to manage all the different bracers in each region. Fantastic, it's good to know. The Bracers Guild, let's see what that's all about. The Bracer Guild is a worldwide association established 50 years ago. In addition to those located in Librel, there are branches across the continent, all contributing to local peace. Having said that, the guild is perpetually short on personnel precisely because there is such a high demand for their aid. This is just the law, right? This is just law for the game, I'm pretty sure. At least I get to educate myself on on the law. The Kingdom of Librel, which we call home, is a nation rich in nature and tradition. It sits on the west side of the Zemurian continent. Librel is famed for its rich stores of septium and is proud to be a technological leader in orbit development. Orbit technology is also an important asset in helping Librel to defend its independence amongst disputes with a neighboring nation. We were invaded 10 years ago by the Airbonian Empire. It was orbital engine airships that ultimately saved the kingdom from ruin. Although the relations of the empire remain strained, Queen Alicia political maneuver has allowed Librel to remain more or less peaceful. And that's the law. Now then, I suppose that's enough review for now. We can't afford to go behind schedule here. Stay sharp, you two. It's time for the practical part of your exam. Hey, Sierra, how's this practical different from what we've done before? It's different in that it puts what you've learned in theory to the test. Okay, I'm going to put you through what real bracers have to deal with every single day. Okay, and on that note, it's time for you to get out there and put in some physical work. Oh yeah, let's go. I hope you're willing to work up a sweat because I'm not going to have it any other way. Oh heck yeah, finally. Finally I'm going to be free from the endless writing and theory and thinking and boring stuff. Guess I was all worried for nothing. It's nice to see you suddenly in such high spirit. I can only hope she'll be smiling by the end of the day. Anyways, how about we get on with the first practical test? Got it. First off, you'll have to confirm the details of the job you'll be taking on. Whatever you do not lose these, they're going to come in very handy. Bracer notebook. Those are your official Bracer notebook. They're where you'll record every detail of your work, what you've heard, what you found, where you found it, and so on. What may seem like minor details in the moment, more often than not become crucial clues. You should always make a record of everything you notice, and I mean everything, okay? Okay. Oh, that's odd. Either my hearing is out of whack or I swear that only one of you replied back. Whatever gave you that idea. Listen to me, Estelle. It is the duty of all bracers to keep an accurate record of their work. So quit whining and do it. Glad to see we're on the same page. Now let's get started. See that bulletin board over there by the door? That's where all your jobs will be posted. Go there and check your jobs for today. Alright. Oh, the bulletin board is that way. What about how many times can I do this? There are various requests posted on the bulletin board. You are able to check the clients and requests for help for each request. Check the details of each request by pressing X. Sure, retrieval training. Search the sewers and retrieve the items stored inside the treasure. For more details, speak with Sherazade. Job detail checked on the bulletin board, and important work-related events will automatically be recorded in your Bracer notebook. You're able to view general statistics of the game, such as numbers of completed requests and battle victories in the record pages of the notebook. Looks like you've gotten the hang of using the bulletin board in the notebook. Checking the bulletin board is one of Bracer's most fundamental tasks. It's also our duty to keep tabs on what's posted there so we don't miss any urgent jobs when they pop up. Man, it feels suffocating just listening to all these rules and duties. It certainly feels that way, but it goes to show just how much responsibility comes with being a bracer. I don't think any bracer's worth their salt does things half-hearted. You know what? You're right, Joshua. I gotta go into this full-heartedly. Looks like you're finally starting to fix the mindset of yours. Yep, I'm feeling all pumped now. Well then, let's get moving before all the motivation flattens out. What are we doing next? Next, we'll be going to Mr. Melder's workshop across the road to learn how to make the most out of his factory services. He's kindly taken the time out of his busy day to accommodate us, so make sure you remember your manners, okay? Sure thing. No, fast travel. You need to learn how to use an Orbital factory to your advantage. Here, you can modify your augment and synthesize quartz, which will allow you to use Orbital arts. Arts can have a wide variety of effects, and mastering their use will save your skin in more ways than one. Danger comes with the territory in the Bracer business, so the guild and the Orbital factories have gotten to know each other pretty well. Right, that's about all I can explain. I'll let the experts here handle the technical side of things. Do you mind taking it from here, Mr. Melder? Oh shit, we're gonna have to read the lore as well. What do you kids want to know? Fuck. It's gonna be a lot of reading. Augments are machines which utilize quartz attachments to produce all kinds of different effects. As you can guess, definition, the lights in our homes and streets along with the engines in our airliners are also augments. For today, we'll focus on the tactical augments which heighten physical abilities and make the use of magic possible. Each tactical augment is tailored to match the owner's personal attributes, so its structure will differ from person to person. To be specific, the type of fixed elemental slots and the lines connecting them varies, but we won't be sifting through the weeds of all that today. Orbital Arts. Layman's term, the Orbital Arts is a form of magic that can only be invoked through the tactical augments. Orbital energy stored within these devices can produce a whole smorgasbord of curious phenomena. Also, you'll have likely noticed that everyone just calls them arts. Why no one thought to call it that from the get-go is anyone's guess. There are all kinds of arts, but before you can use them, you'll first need to synthesize them with quartz at the Orbital factory. Once you set some quartz into an augment slot, you'll gain the ability to use their art. Sepiths. Sepith are fragments of septium that are dropped by monsters. These are 7 types of septium: earth, water, fire, green, black, and gold, and mirage. That at an Orbital factory you can use these sepith to not only synthesize quartz but also open them up to Orbital augment slots in which to install quartz in. You can also exchange sepith for Mera if you feel so inclined. Okay, so you can make money off these as well. You might also find something called Sepith Mass. It's just a blend of various Sepith types and can only be traded for Mera. The Sepith Mass is usually the first thing you exchange when trading for Mera, while I handle an exchange after your training is complete. And quartz, what is that? Quartz are crystal parts made by refining Sepith dropped by monsters. Look closely enough and you'll see a circuit engraved inside. It's why you'll see them called crystal circuits on occasion. They raise the user's ability while also enabling them to use different arts amongst other things. Quartz can also be activated by setting them into augment slots, but the slots may be limited to quartz of certain elements. When synthesizing new quartz, decide carefully where you want them to set. I think that's all we need to know, I guess. No more questions? Then go ahead and try the service here yourself. Do that, you need some sepith. You receive 50 of each type of elemental sepith. That should be enough to let you to synthesize a few quartz. In your case, Estelle, you can equip quartz to any element. But for you, Joshua, your crystal slot can only accept time element quartz. Now try synthesizing water quartz and the purple action time quartz.